All right, welcome guys. I am so pumped for this Zoom tonight. We are going to be talking all about the incentive trip that It Works has rolled out for us. How incredible that we're going to get the opportunity to earn this trip. You know, it's so crazy. I was telling Brian, when we were on the cruise a couple of years ago, I said, they should totally rent out a resort. How cool would it be if It Works rented out a resort for us? And now here we are. It came to fruition. So if you say it enough times, it'll happen. And I'm so pumped that we are going to be taking this trip together. So I wanted to get together a fire lineup for you guys of the best within our team in each of these categories. I honestly could have chosen from so many different people, but I'm excited about the lineup that we have tonight. We really have some of the most consistent people in each of these categories to teach you how to maximize your points and earn this retreat. There is no reason that our team shouldn't be taking over that resort and taking over that beach. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're gonna jump right in and we are gonna go through our points step by step, every single point category. So if you wanna pull up your list of points, it's right in Freedom Legacy. If you don't know where to find it, it's also in your eSuite, but pull up your list of points so that you're familiar with how to earn points for this trip. Have it in front of you and we're gonna go through each category. So we are gonna dive right in and we're gonna try to get you guys out of here by 10 or a little after. So we're just gonna dive right in and keep this really power packed. Get out a notebook, get out your point list, get ready to take some notes, and get ready to maximize everything you hear tonight on the Zoom. So we are gonna jump right in. We're gonna get started with Katie Rogers. I just went to look for you to unmute you and now I can't find you. So if you can unmute yourself.
I did.
There she is. Perfect. All right. So we're going to jump right in with loyal customers.
Awesome. Hi guys. Okay. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about signing customers. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. So I'm going to give you guys 5 tips to sign customers. Okay. Number 1, if you do none of these other tips, number 1 is to be a product of the product. I cannot tell you guys enough. Like, if you are not using the products that you are talking about daily, you are not going to be getting people on board. There is no reason that you cannot use products, that you cannot sell a wrap, sell some coffee, do whatever to, you know, buy one product a month. Start with one product. You guys, when I got started with this business, I was living, you know, pretty much paycheck to paycheck. We didn't have a ton of money in the budget for extra supplements for me to use, but I knew that I was investing in myself. And I knew that, you know, in order to make money, sometimes you got to spend a little bit of money. And I bought a few things just right off the bat to try so that I could talk about them and so that I could know, you know, actually what I was speaking about. And I could get excited about one thing, fall in love with one thing, and that led to more. You know, when I was a hairstylist, like I was selling products on the daily. I was selling an image. I was selling hair. You don't think that I walked into work with 0 highlights in my hair, or my hair color like looking like crap, or 0 haircut for the last year, or I wasn't using the products I was selling. I was talking about them, I was sharing about them. So you guys, invest in yourself, talk about what you use, and be excited about the products that we have. We have amazing freaking products. Pick one this month. Fall in love with something. Talk about it. Get loud about your results with the products. People, I can just tell you from experience, when I'm talking about my own results, people are so much more interested than when I'm talking about so-and-so's results, okay? So post about your products, share about them, and be a product of the product, okay? So number 2, share daily. Don't ever like go days or weeks without talking about products on your news feed or in your stories, because then how are people going to know what you're selling and what you're loving? I would say really stories are huge right now for me, especially. I post about products pretty much daily in my newsfeed, but stories are where I'm putting up polls. That's where I'm asking questions. That's where I'm putting up the little like emotion thing, that swipey thing, whatever the heck it's called. I have no idea. But be very intentional about getting the products into your newsfeed every single day, and make people curious about what you're using. Don't just outright say, or just don't outright use just pictures of the products like that we have. You guys, be sneaky about them. Make people actually curious and want to ask you questions. Like, I don't know, I've got my collagen right here. If I had this in a coffee cup tonight, I'd be like, oh my gosh, you guys, this nighttime beauty tea has me like sleeping like a baby, and my skin has literally never looked more clear. I'm obsessed. Leave it at that. Let people be curious about what you're using. If you're talking about the skinny coffee, holy cow, like the skinny coffee is burning fat, and I've literally never felt so much energy in my life. Leave it at that. Like, let people see you using the products, and not only let them see you using the products, but post about other people's results, post about what people are saying about these products. Use your stories and your polls and your newsfeed to your advantage. Also, what I'm doing every day to sign customers is the people that are seeing my stories, I am messaging them. I don't care if they're commenting on my polls or not. You know, I message them. Hey, I saw that you saw my story. Are you interested in this? I've got, you know, such and such deal going on right now. Reach out to people. So that was number 2. Number 3, follow up with people daily. You guys, this business is a follow-up business, point blank, period. If you're not following up with people, you could have the best, you know, messages. You could have the best stories. You could have the best posts out there. But if you're not following up with people, you're not going to sign people. That's all there is to it. You have got to be in people's messenger, getting with them, following up with them daily, weekly, monthly. You have to remind people. You have to remind people sometimes to spend money. They're not gonna be like, oh, hey, let me spend a couple $100s with you. Like, no, you got to get in there and remind them. So make sure that you are organized with, you know, who you're talking with, that you're writing people down, that you are asking people for data that they want to get started. Keep a planner. That's what's easy for me as a planner. If that's not what's easy for you, find some way that's going to keep you like on track. And just know that this business, like I said, it's a follow-up business. It's going to take multiple follow-ups with people to get them signed on. It's generally not your first, second, third, sometimes even fourth, fifth, sixth, or seventh conversation. Number 4, ask people. You guys, message people, ask for referrals from your loyal customers. Get hosts to post up. Get people posting for you. Ask people to support you. A lot of times people will just support you just because they're nice. So ask them. Ask people to try the products. Ask people to tell their friends about you. Just freaking ask. That is literally like what I mean. Ask. Stop being scared, you know, that people are going to tell you no. People are going to tell you no daily, but guess what? I get told no daily. And then those same people that told me no, when they're seeing me plant these seeds, like being a product of the product, seeing me post, seeing my stories day after day, they're like, oh, okay, maybe I am interested in that. Tell me about this. Okay. So just ask. You asking is planting a seed in somebody's mind. And from then on, I promise you, they'll be watching you. And then my very last tip, hope I kept this to 5 minutes. My very last tip is to get your mind right. You guys, I could give you all these amazing tips. Everybody else can give you these amazing tips. But if you do not believe that our products are amazing, you do not believe that you have gold in your hands, you do not believe that people are drawn to you and want what you have, you are never going to have like a ton of people coming to you. You're never going to have people wanting to try what you have because you don't believe that you have your hands on something amazing. So whatever you got to do, if that's self-development, listening to podcasts, whatever, get your mind right, because your conversations will follow suit. They will follow what your mind believes and what you're speaking out. Your conversations will be different. The way you talk to people will be different. Everything just goes differently. You post differently, okay, when your mind is right. So that's all I got. 5 quick tips. You guys do all those things and you will be signing loyal customers. I can promise you that.
I love it. And I missed saying this beforehand, so I put it in the chat, but you guys, Katie's in eSuite every single day with multiple loyal customers. Every single day I check my eSuite, I see Katie's name in there, enrolling a loyal customer, 2 loyal customers, 3 loyal customers. So what she's doing works. So if you implement what she's given you, you're going to get the points. 100 points per qualified active loyal customer. That's another way to rack up those points. It's the basis for most of the rest of these. And as we'll go through the rest of them, you'll find that customers are a big piece of every single one of them. Katie, I'm just going to ask you if you would share your wording for when someone looks at your story. What are you messaging them? And if it's easier, you can type it in the chat, or if you want to say it for the recording, that works too. So it's up to you.
Yeah, let me just type it in the chat. That way everybody can go back and reference it while we're
okay, perfect. And I'll share that with the recording as well. Okay, we are going to jump to the next category, which is getting your green carpet live stream ticket, which I believe, yep, it's 100 points. So Sarah, if you can unmute yourself.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was just opening up my computer so I could look to see how many points it was, but you just said it was 100. So who wants 100 free points? I do. I want 100 free points. Okay, so first of all, everybody who has ever been to an It Works event before, if you have gotten a pay raise after you've been to an event, type yes in the chat here, and we'll just see those rolling in really quick. Okay, so let's talk about getting, as you guys are seeing all these yeses come in, I mean, I could pretty much be done. Do we want to move on to the next one? Going to events equals a pay raise. That's all I really have to say, but I have some other tips. I have some other things. So basically the reason that you want to spend this $30 and get this green carpet ticket, this is different than any other sort of like YouTube training that you're going to be able to find. We've got obviously endless amount of resources when you look at our teams and our leaders and all the different things that we can access on YouTube, all the different self-development books that we have. Why do you want to get a green carpet ticket? Well, it's because the people that are speaking and pouring into us at Green Carpet are people handpicked by our company, the company that wants you to do the best that you can do because it makes the company the best that it can be. They handpick these people to teach you how to make the most money. Our company wants you to make the most money. They want to pay you the most money because when they're paying you the most money, their company is succeeding the most. So don't you want to go to an event where your company is saying, these people are making the most money in the company, these people are making our company the most money, and they're making the most money while they do it. Let's get them on stage to teach everybody else how to make money? Like, duh. That is what I want. I want that. I want that information. It doesn't matter what color personality type you are. I just touched on a lot of red stuff right there, making a lot of money, a lot of money, a lot of money. Like that is definitely talked on, but there's a ton of other panels that will be given that's really going to touch every color personality. If you haven't ever heard that events are for everyone, maybe you just think they're for blues. But they're actually for everyone. So if you are green, you're going to get a lot of good info. There's going to be a series that you'll probably find me like popping a little vial of energy and drinking some keto coffee and try not to fall asleep because it's really information-y, and I know I'm not going to remember it anyways, so I might be falling asleep a little bit, but all the greens, you're going to be drooling because it's a lot of information that you're going to love. Okay, so if you're green, it's for you. If you're red, you're going to see people on stage who you're like, I could beat them. I can make more money than them. I can take that tip and out earn them. Okay, so you're going to have that competition. You're going to see somebody that inspires you to make more money than they are. If you're yellow, like me, I'm yellow blue, you're going to hear stories of people that are doing amazing things because of this business. And you're also going to see people that have stories like people on your team, and you're going to say, holy cow, so-and-so needed this tip. I'm so excited. I need to do everything I can to help my team reach their goals, and I need to do everything I can to help my family reach our goals, okay? If you're yellow, your heart's going to be bursty at all these stories that are out there, and you're just really going to want to get to work to make those things happen. And obviously, if you're blue, like I am also, you're just going to have so much fun. And here's the thing. I know you can't go. The tickets are sold out. It's a real thing. You should have hopped on it sooner like I did, like being all on top of things for like the first time in my life. But you can get your online ticket. And I had a thought while I was writing out some notes that I was going to say tonight. I had a thought that if you are getting an online ticket, somebody who has some green in them could start a thread in Freedom Legacy. And during the event, all you guys could be in a little group chat talking about everything that you're hearing. And that brings excitement to everybody who has a watch party. So have that going on where you're talking and you're chatting and you're giving each other notes and you're saying, oh my gosh, that was so good. Oh my gosh, that's my person. Oh my gosh, that made my heart burst. Oh my gosh, this. Oh my gosh, that. You're going to make friends. You're going to have a fun time. You're going to be in your pajamas, which I'm really jealous of because I'm going to be rooming with Katie and Claire and they will make me look cute every day. So, have your best time. Really, there's no better thing than having this online ticket. So get your online ticket, get your free points, get yourself a raise, get yourself having fun. It's the best. If you're not ordering a ticket, you're doing it wrong. So that's all.
I love it. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to show you guys where you can get your live stream ticket. So if you open up your eSuite, this is what all of our eSuites look like. Right up here, you're going to click live events. You do have to have an eSuite in order to purchase the live event ticket. And then you're going to purchase right here for Green Carpet Bradenton, okay? I think it's about $29 for your live stream. And yeah, get people together at your house and do a party. How fun. And you're going to get 100 points toward the resort. So totally worth it. And you're going to invest in your business. Okay. Moving down, 200 points for every personally enrolled distributor. Lindsay Volker, where you at, girl?
Hey there.
Hey.
Okay, so I'm super pumped about this because, you know, signing distributors is one of my favorite things in this business. So I have a list like Katie. It's my 5 list. I was like laughing. I was like, I bet you she's going to do 5 points. So my 5 tips. First one, I just shared this with my team too, so it's perfect. Your first one, you're going to do presets and apps. So there was a training I think Courtney just did yesterday that should be available probably in Freedom Legacy. You know, do a little YouTube, we'll find it. But apps are very important, and you can find a lot of free ones. When I didn't have a lot of money in the beginning of this business, I was downloading all the free apps and just, you know, getting creative, finding apps from other people and just kind of doing stories, doing polls. But back to that, you really got to have your presets looking good. So maybe some people don't know what a preset is. You download Lightroom. You can buy a preset. Guys, I bought the $60 presets. I was not a fan. And so I just bought a $4 preset on Etsy. So you can get creative and you can find things for cheap. But you can also just copy a photo, like upload a photo and you copy that preset. So you can get very creative. But presets are going to be applied to your photos, and that is going to be your first step for attraction marketing. Getting distributors is 100% attraction marketing in this company. You know, people want what you want or what you have, and that's going to attract them to you. Like, you know, for me, I'm a single mom, and just posting about how I can spend like the beach with my daughter, or how, you know, we can go on vacation. I don't have to worry about clocking in, you know, on a Monday, and I can sit at home and do my laundry. You know, those are things that get relatable. So number 1 are going to be your presets and your apps. Number 2 is posting about the opportunity every single day on your Facebook. Now, you could do a post and you've done it at the wrong time. People aren't awake at 5 o'clock in the morning. You need to find your audience, and you need to figure out when they are available. For me, when I nannied and I did this business, I did a cute quote in the morning. Because people are waking up, they'll probably miss it. I did a good post at lunchtime, and I did a really, really good post when I knew people were going to sit on their phone at night and scroll. So you're making an opportunity, call to action post. Every single post you do should end with, you know, who wants to get $10,000 by Christmas message, opportunity to, and then put your number. Or like, if you're sick of, you know, sitting on your couch, not making money, text, blah, 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 and, you know, you're doing a call to action. Call to actions are so huge. And when you find your word, I've very much stuck to opportunity because I can go back into my phone, search opportunity, and all of those people I've forgotten about, you know, they've come back to me. Or if you do like work from home or whatever you want to do. Number 3, post on your stories every single day. Now, this is probably something you want to do maybe afternoon, evening, right away in the morning. Some people miss those. But post on your stories. You know, guys, it can be super simple. Like, just use Instagram, for example. You don't have to have the fancy apps. Honestly, sometimes I think keeping it more simple is even more relatable, because you want people to feel like they can join this business and they don't have to have all the tools to get it done. Simpler is smarter. Obviously, you know, when the stories look super good, they're super amazing, but you might have just wasted some time and cost, you know, a little bit of money somewhere else. So post in your stories. You know, what do you post about? Make it simple. Hey, I'm 27. I was so sick of living in debt. I decided to find a way to pay my bills, and, you know, I found a way to do that online. Whoever has been interested in making some money from their phone, and you just do a yes or no. Or, you know, talk about your teams. Guys, you might not be successful yet, but talk about what you're going to do. Post about your dream car and be like, guys, I'm so excited. I'm going to buy this in 6 months. Nobody knows. Like, if you didn't get it done, that's fine. Like, they maybe don't know, but if you do it, that's even cooler because you've been telling them the whole time that you're doing it. And then share other people's stories. If you feel like you don't have the success yet, share people you know. Guys, we have 4 pages right now here. And I bet you there's a lot of people on this Zoom right now who have had something pretty cool happen to them, whether it was being able to buy diapers for their kid or being able to put their child into private school. They have something that this business has helped them with. Number 4, message. I'm not talking about how many messages did you send today and you're like, oh, I messaged my 5 girls that I do Bible study with. No, you are messaging. Like, no F's given. You just get the messages out there and you get them done. I was watching a Jade Hooper video and she laughed and she said, you know, people always make fun of us and say we're robots because we get scared of being rejected. And, you know, rejection happens sometimes, but guys, it's not a bad thing. If someone says no, that's fine. You get to remove them from your market. Obviously, you know, some no's will become yeses later. So just decide what you want with that. Because I told Sarah no like 5 times. But no's will become yeses, or you just grow bigger. If you guys, you could be sitting with 2,000 friends, and unless you message them, all of them can be no's. And maybe you just have a bad market and you have no clue because you've never once decided to talk to them. I was so scared with starting over and only having 800 friends. And I'm like, dude, like, if I don't start messaging these people, I have no clue if they're interested. I did expo and people still never ever heard of It Works before. And so message. You can keep it so simple. Like, hey, I got a quick question for you. Or, hey girl, like, how's your day going? I have a question. And they're just like, yeah, what's up? And I'm just like, you know what? I make a full-time income from my phone. I was looking through your social media. I think you could be really good at what I do. I wanted to send you a quick message. I didn't think it would hurt to ask. I always leave it with something kind of catchy at the end because people are going to be like, oh yeah, it really hurt me that you asked me. No. So if you're just nice, normal people are nice and they're not going to just be mean to you. Mean people, they can go somewhere else. It's fine. And then number 5, follow up. Okay, now you sent that message and you're like, hey girl, I have a quick question for you. And you're like, oh my gosh, Susie was like, what's up? And you just left it. How, like, drop a number 1 if you're guilty with actually having a good day messaging people and then you don't actually finish the message because you're like, what are they going to respond? How are they going to feel? Well, what if they say no to me? Like, even with host to post, guys, you just have to do it. You never know. I sent out a whole bunch of messages as I was driving home. You know, one girl was super nice, one girl was super mean, but I had a lot of people that were like, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, that sounds great. And so it doesn't ever hurt to ask. But the thing is you have to ask. Some months I'm like, hey, you know, I'm going to do this attraction marketing. I will have the people come to me. No, I don't sign distributors. No one is going to voluntarily come to you and be like, oh my gosh, Sarah, I really want to make money right now. Teach me what to do and I'm going to be the best. I'm going to the top. No, you train it, you work it, and it's a growing effort every single day. You have to ask yourself, do you have distributors on your team because of what your last 90 days look like? What have you been doing your last 90 days? Have you been messaging people? Have you been planting seeds? Have you been like interacting with them? Do you care about them? Do you know what they're doing in life? Do you know their children? All of that stuff. So those are my 5 tips of how to sign distributors, how you're going to get them.
I love that, Lindsay. Thank you so much. And what I hope that you guys caught with what she said is she lost her Facebook a couple months ago. She had 800 Facebook friends. So I don't want you to look at Lindsay and think, well, she's a presidential diamond. Of course she's mass enrolling distributors. She's a presidential diamond. She has a huge following. Her following got taken away. And she still was number 2 enroller on our team last month, behind only her girl that she personally trained. So who's also amazing within her own right. But what I'm saying is you don't need to have the massive following to mass enroll distributors. You just have to have the work behind it, the belief level, the confidence, and all the components that she just gave you. 200 points for every new distributor you guys enroll. Go enroll 3 distributors, 600 points. 10 distributors, 2,000 points. Like, let's go, like, make it happen. So she just gave you the tools to make it happen. But again, it goes back to what Katie said, you got to get your mind right first. And we have tons of other Zooms for that. Okay. Hang with us. This is going to go a little longer than I anticipated, but hang with us because we're going to keep it power packed and we're going to bring it home with these last 3 points. Okay. So next, we're going to roll over to Brittany Hayes. And you guys, I'm so excited because I don't know of a better person to really talk about getting somebody started strong. When I think somebody really gets people started strong in their business and rocking and rolling. So she's going to cover getting your newbies to the 400 Club and getting them to Ruby. So Lindsay just taught you how to bring them in. Katie taught you how to sign the customers. Sarah taught you how to get the self-development with the events. And now Brittany's going to roll us in with, let's get our newbies started strong so we can, in this year, really going to rack up points right here. Okay, Brittany, where are you at?
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. So number one, getting someone to the 400 Club. These tips for both of them are going to kind of merge together. But getting someone to the 400 Club. So obviously when you sign a new DT, their first goal is to get their first 4 LCs. When they get their first 4 LCs, they may already be at 400, depending on how big those LCs were. But that's going to earn their shopping spree. And then after that, I train every single one of my newbies, it doesn't matter who they are, to sign their spouse, their significant other. If they don't have a significant other, they're going to sign their mom, they're going to sign someone, because they're going to now be able to be working on their next milestone. It's going to help them get to 400 if they weren't already, and it's going to help them for Ruby. So once they sign their husband, they're going to immediately start getting those first 4 LCs under their husband. That's going to get his shopping spree. That's going to get more points, obviously, and then that's going to get their fast start bonus. So the way that I want my newbies brains going is like small win, small win, small win. And I think that by breaking it up into steps like by breaking it up into steps like this, I find things happening for them so much quicker because they're getting fired up each little, exciting milestone of the way. So once they have their husband's 4 LCs, if they were not at 400 yet, they are now. That's 8 LCs combined under themselves and their husband. And so from that point, we're in the 400 Club. If they do not yet have another distributor, we're going on to Ruby now, they're going to keep putting customers under their husband until they're at 400. Meanwhile, what we're doing is, obviously all the tips that you guys have already heard on signing customers and signing distributors, but I'm really having them focus on sharing their story daily. That is how all of my newbies sign their distributors, is sharing their story every single night with a call to action at the end. I have several girls on my 2.0 who just signed last month who got themselves charted Ruby by the end of the month. And so this is all just from sharing their story religiously while growing their network and doing all the things you've already learned. And so once they get their first distributor, we're going through these exact same steps that we did to get in the 400 Club with their new DT. So their new DT is earning their shopping spree. Their new DT is immediately signing their spouse, getting their spouse's shopping spree. And by doing this, we're keeping things so simple and everyone's staying excited and hitting those wins and hitting those milestones along the way. I always train that person going for Ruby to, once they have their husband to 400, then to go to the other 2 distributors they have on their team and just help whoever is struggling the most, whoever is, not the strongest person, start putting customers under that person, getting that person to 400, and then, filling in the gaps from there. But that's my tips. My tips are super simple. It's just honestly the biggest things that I think make the difference is getting their spouse or significant other signed right away. I think when people do that right away and start filling that volume, it just puts them so ahead of the game, because by the time they've signed their first working distributor, they already have their husband to 400, and that's just such a huge thing already off their plate. They already have, can highlight that box on their Ruby chart, and again, it just keeps their brain focused on the excitement and going in the right direction. I feel like I had one more thing that I was going to share, but I guess I was just something I've already hit on. So yeah, working with their new DTs to get to 400 and working with their new DTs to, go through all those exact same steps, telling their stories daily, and just continuing from there.
Did you just see Katie George's question? How do you present that to them to sign their spouse?
It is literally just business as usual. I don't make a big deal about it at all. In fact, any of my girls on here know, I mean, when they get their 4th LC, I'm like, okay, I'm so excited for you. Your shopping spree is going to sign up or is going to show up in your e-suite here within the next 48 hours. Your next step is you're going to want to go ahead and sign your spouse. They don't actually have to work the business, but you're going to want to go ahead and get them signed up, because now you can start moving customers under them. You're going to get paid twice for all the customers that you move under them. You're going to get a $100 bonus when you put the first 2. They're going to get a $100 shopping spree after the first 4, and they're going to help you promote to Ruby faster. And then not to mention you get paid twice for the work of one person. So you guys are going to get 2 paychecks instead of 1 for your work. I don't have anybody that doesn't sign their spouse. When I say that, they're like, okay, like it's one of those things. If you present it as business as usual, it's business as usual. They're going to get their spouse signed up. If you, present it as like a question of, will you sign your spouse? I think you should. That's when you're going to see people being like, wait, why am I doing this? But I just literally, that's standard. They get their 4th LC, they sign their spouse, they start moving customers under their spouse, and we go for shopping sprees really quickly. So once they sign and they get their first post up, we're going to get those first 4 LCs as fast as we can within the first few days, and immediately get their spouse signed, immediately get their spouse's shopping spree. And by that point, we've gotten them in the 400 club within their first week or so. And so I think, the best thing that I have found for newbies, and this applies to getting in the 400 club quickly and applies to going Ruby quickly, is keeping the ball rolling. I don't ever want them standing still just wondering what's next. And so if I can throw, lots of small milestones their way that are very achievable, they're going to go Ruby fast. And it's nothing that's overwhelming. I'm not like pulling out the Ruby chart on their first day in the business. I'm helping them get their first 4 LCs. And then we're going from there. Whenever they sign their spouse, that's when I really have them pull their Ruby chart out. Because the way my brain works is until you have your first 4 LCs, we don't need to do that. But once they sign their spouse, we've got the Ruby chart out, we've got their name in the box, and we have them start moving stuff from there.
Perfect. Sydney messaged me about that question. So something that really stuck out to me when you were saying that, Brittany, is remember that you are a business partner with this person. And so you can tell them what they need to do with their business. That's okay. They joined this business to be coached and mentored by you. So it's okay for you to tell them, hey, you need to sign your spouse now. And let me tell you, anyone who is on this Zoom right now, whose spouse or significant other is not enrolled in the business, enroll them tonight. It is the easiest 200 points you will get towards this trip that you can take them on, by the way, and it will pay for itself. That $99 to buy their kit, you get them 2 customers. Katie just taught you how to get customers. Get them those 2 customers. By tomorrow, you've paid for the kit itself because you're going to get your $100 fast start. So it is a no-brainer. Family members, spouse, whoever it is that you have in your corner that can sign up for your business, jump in and do that so you can get that extra 200 points with that distributor, and then points on as they go up. Okay, next, we're going to rock and roll right through this. Emily Robeson, she's going to talk to us about our auto shipment, which is 500 points. Emily.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
I am so excited for this. I'm the green of the group, so I like when the numbers person. So if I get super boring, sorry. But here's what I really want to kind of distress you guys. I know Katie already kind of touched on it too, so I'm just kind of echoing that. But she said sometimes you have to spend money to make money. This is a business. It's not a job. You don't just get paid for showing up. As everyone showed you, you have to put some elbow grease into it. You have to put some grit, and sometimes you have to put some money out there on the table. What I love about this though is with that auto shipment, you can absolutely turn that quickly into a profit. I think physically investing into your business will always pay you back tenfold. For one thing, it's putting money down. You're having some skin in the game. You believe that this is going to work for you. That's going to help you try the product. It's also though going to be an opportunity for you to have some samples on hand that you can literally turn and sell. So for instance, I just did a quick, there's obviously a couple different things you can do, but I'm going to just run the skinny mocha train. If you bought the keto coffee pack and the chocolate greens on the go, so keto coffee pack, the buy 3 get 1 free, and 2 of your chocolate greens on the go, that is over 60 individual samples that you can sell at $5 each. Okay. When I'm at my vendor events, it's $5 for skinny mocha on the spot, cash and carry. Okay. That's a $300 profit. That's 60 single coffees. That is $300. If you subtract everything, if you want to get really technical on the green side, from what you spent, including stamps, if you're mailing them, that's about $100 profit, you guys, right back in your pocket. So not only though is it financially automatically getting your money back, plus $100 profit in your pocket, you can't underestimate the ripple effect that that's going to have. Okay. So that's 60 individual lives you change. Okay. Each of those 60 people are going to tell a friend. If you're at a vendor event or you're at a meet and greet, sip and sample at somebody's house, they all brought somebody, right? So there's already a multitude of people that you're affecting who are going to go and tell their friends that I'm drinking this skinny mocha, who are automatically adding you on social if you're not already on social with them, that you are tapping into their network as well. So it ripples out really quickly. Sorry. Okay. Be wise, obviously, in like what you're buying. But I really like the skinny mochas because it's the best bang for your buck when I ran all the numbers. But again, if skinny mochas aren't your thing, there are other little sample bundles you can do really quickly and easily to help people to be able to try the product with quick results that are automatically going to like the taste right away too with how you bundle it. So starting like a try it before you buy it campaign, you can easily layer this in your stories. You can easily post about it. Then you can go ahead and message people. Update it as people buy. So say you did a try it before you buy it. Say so like say you did the 60, break it down, that's 2 a day. So every day you're like, I have 2 skinny coffee samples, no commitment to the next 2 people that drop a heart in the comments. So obviously people are going to blow that up. It's going to help your algorithm, and that gets you into people's inboxes too, or they're going to automatically hop right into yours. So you're creating that sense of urgency with how many you have. Literally, you guys, if you get just like the little, like Target has like the thank you boxes of cards, you can get a skinny coffee sample if you flatten it out really good and one single stick of chocolate greens in there. And it is, if you tape it right and keep it flat, you can put one forever stamp on it, and you aren't having to do extra postage for anything like that if you like flatten down the coffee pack really well. So that 60 sample packs, it's 2 a day. Creating that sense of urgency, and then messaging everyone as well. You're like, hey girl, again, like Katie said, you see sorry guys, I'm tired, I can't talk. Message the people that have viewed those stories and be like, hey girl, I don't know if you've seen my post, but I'm actually giving away 2 samples today, $5 shipped right to your door. Are you in? And then you can send the request right there on Facebook. Like it happens that quickly. And then also again with vendor events too, there's so many different ways you can easily make that back. And then connecting it, layering it in with everything so that you are automatically connecting with them on social. You're connecting with them in their messenger. You are asking them to also, if they say no when it comes to messaging, you guys get them to host a post for you. The ripple effect of this business, the degrees of how you're able to connect to others is beautiful. I mean, I think I signed 3 distributors in 1 month from messaging someone for a host a post. 2 of those came from people who said, no, I'm not interested. And so I said, no worries. I understand and respect that. Would you be willing to host a post for me? Same thing with the samples. Allow it all to ripple and connect into each other. So I hope that was 5 minutes.
I love that so much. And I love this idea of thinking outside the box, you guys. It's not what you're earning with your commissions and your bonuses. You can earn cash with this business. A lot of people don't know that my first to my second month in the business, I earned over $1,000 in cash selling my wraps and just selling on-hand products. And that was a huge way that I boosted my income right away in the beginning of my business. So remember that you can do that. So 125 BV, I'm just going to talk really quickly the details on that. You can run 2. If you're not able to run 125 BV auto shipment right now, you can run, an 80 BV one now and then a 45 BV one later. I'm not very good at math, but so you can split it into 2, you can split it into 3, you can split it into as many auto shipments as you want, as long as they all run this month and they accumulate up to 125, and you will get the 500 points for that. So don't miss out on those points. Use this opportunity as a time to stock up on some samples that you can sell and put money back in your pocket. It's a free product order for you because you're going to make the money back and you're going to profit. Okay. Really quickly, we're going to touch on promoting. A lot of this was shared, in what Brittany said about helping someone go Ruby, but we're going to talk about making sure that you are going to promote this month. I am waiting for a final answer from compensation of whether this means maintaining a previous rank that you maybe are not currently being paid at, or if it is a brand new rank. I will let you know as soon as we have an answer. We're waiting for it. I will let you know as soon as we have an answer. But for now, our focus is you get 1,000 points for ranking up to a higher paid as rank for Emerald or above. Okay, so here's your focus. Maybe you're brand new and you're saying Emerald doesn't feel tangible to me this month. Well, guess what? Your focus this month is to earn this trip. That's what your focus is, okay? And so if you are brand new, you're gonna find 2 people to join you in the business. That's 400 points. You're gonna get them started. They're each gonna get to 400, like Brittany shared with us. So there's another 250 plus 250, there's another 500 points. So now you're at 900 points. And then in addition, you are going to help those 2 people go Ruby. And then you're gonna also have your spouse right? Or maybe you help your spouse go Ruby, but you're also going to have one more distributor. That is going to fill out an Emerald chart for you. And you're going to help 2 brand new people go Ruby. And when you help those 2 brand new people go Ruby, you're going to get 1,000 points, or sorry, 500 points for each of them. Sorry, I'm trying to read my points and look over here. But you're going to get 500 points for each of these people going Ruby. Plus, you're going to get 1,000 points for going Emerald. You're basically locking in your spot in this resort, you guys. That is a lot of points that I just outlined, especially if you're also getting your 4 loyal customers. That's another 400 points. You're also running your 125 BV auto shipment. There's another 500 points. You're buying your green carpet ticket. There's another 100 points. You guys, points on points on points. This is your game plan. If you are anything less than an Emerald right now, your game plan is to go Emerald this month. No ifs, ands, or buts. You are going Emerald this month because you're earning a spot on the resort. Plus, you're going to lock in $1,000 monthly average paycheck for yourself. $900. $1,000 monthly average paycheck for yourself when you go Emerald. So this is your game plan. Okay, so if you want to go Emerald this month, Jenna, I know you're going Emerald this month. So if you want to go Emerald this month, you're going to pull out your chart. This is your game plan. You're going to pull out your chart. You're going to put your name at the top. And then you are going to go and you're going to find your people. Let's say your chart is blank right now. Go message your best friends. Go message the people that you want to make money with. Reach out to them and say, I have a new opportunity. I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm hyped. I'm literally being mentored by these girls that are making multiple 6-figure incomes from their phones. I need you to do this with me. I want to help you earn an extra $500 this month. Right now, this month. Are you ready? If they say no, you move on and you move on and you move on, like Lindsay said, and you keep reaching them out, okay? Reaching out to people. So once you have your names, maybe you already have some names on this list, maybe you've been in for a little while, you're gonna get your chart out, you're either gonna print it or you can put it on your phone or your iPad like this. You're gonna get your names, you're gonna run your numbers. If you do not know your numbers, reach out to your enroller or your Diamond and Above upline and they can help you figure out your numbers so you can project how much volume you need. The next thing you do once you have your numbers laid out of you need every single one of these boxes essentially to have 500 in volume, okay? You need each one of these boxes to have essentially 500 in volume so that you can hit your total so that you can go Emerald. So how much volume is that? You're gonna add it up. How much volume do I need to get every single day in order to hit that goal? What is my daily goal? And then you're gonna sit down and you're gonna make the decision. I'm not getting up until I do my enrollment minimum for the day. So if I need 2 loyal customers at least 60 BV each for 120 BV a day to hit my goal, then I am not getting up from my computer until I've enrolled that. I'm doing all of the things that Katie told me how to do to sign a loyal customer every single day so I make sure that I lock them in. To get this chart full of names for distributors, I'm doing everything that Lindsay told me to do to make sure that I'm getting those distributors and I'm building my list. This chart has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 names on it other than you. You need at least 90 potential distributors on your list that you are talking to ensure that you get those 9 locked in. So build your list as fast as you can at the beginning of this month. I need you guys to know that you have plenty of time to make this happen. It is not too late to make this happen. We are at the beginning of a month with massive momentum, with huge incentives. It's time to lock this in and make it happen. And we are here to support you in any possible way that we can. And we are so, so excited for you. Don't miss a single day this month. It's go time. It's not time to take a break. It's not time to take a step back from your business. It's time to go hard all the way, and it's time to run after it. You can take a break on October 1st. You probably won't want to because you'll be so excited about what your paycheck's gonna be after your promotion. But if it makes you feel better, tell yourself that you'll take a break then. But let's push this month together. We're here to support you. I'm gonna wrap up because it's 10:15, but we are so excited that you guys hopped on, that you're motivated to earn this trip. I want as many of you with me on this trip as possible. I want to look around that resort and see that's our team, that's our team, that's our team, that's our team, because we showed up and we made it happen this month. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of each and every single one of you. I'm so pumped. Reach out to any one of us if you need a little more information about the category that we shared. We're here for you. We're here to support you. Be gracious if we don't get back right away, but we're here for you. And we're so, so excited. All right, have a good night, guys. I will post this recording when it's done. Make sure you share it with your teams. Let's go Emerald and above, and let's support our teams to go Emerald and above as well. Good night, guys.